think so una don watch some video where they Cameroon their propagandists, Konda, Titus, and a group for the DDR. They don't put them out. In case you never watch the video, make a play them, make you see them. Me, Capo Daniel, I the support na special status now. For that video, una here, na my face that day for the video, it talks say me, Capo Daniel, I support special status. That one a deep fake. Na video the way they cut some specific part the way I talk say special status, then go cut some part where I talk say I the support, then join them for them, me talk say I the support. Encourage Paddy Asanga. I think Paddy Asanga don't personally try to reach out for me. Now people then way their action to don't cause a lot of hurt for our community. Nevertheless, I want me gonna get clarity. I, Capo Daniel, president of chairman of PRAP, we recognize special status as a positive concession made by the Cameroon government. We also see it as an opportunity, and it is a victory for Ambazonian fight. If you are Ambazonian soldiers, the special status is a big victory for you. That does not mean we support special status. I will play a video of our presentation of our vision in the United Nations so that you can know our stance concerning the special status. The job of the Cameroon propagandists who have now have a common interest with Ambazonian hardliners is to misrepresent what we say, twist what we do, so that we will be bogged down by trying to over-explain ourselves and being on the defensive and losing precious time to advance our vision for our people, because the Cameroon propagandists and the hardliners for now are benefiting hugely from this struggle, and they want it to continue the way it is because it keeps them relevant. It fits into their own ego. They too are trapped in their logic. But I want you to watch our presentation by the chairman of the steering committee of the APJ that represents our official position of the special status. Listen and watch the video.
The Cameroonian government introduction of a special status for Anglophone regions has failed to address our grievances, and thousands continue to perish even as I speak.
So, fellow Ambazonian, we must recognize concession made by the state party. We must encourage such concession as a means to get them to negotiate and dialogue. We have chosen the non-violent path to negotiate and secure for our people greater autonomy through the devolution. We are fighting for devolution as a means to safeguard our identity and our right to self-determination. That is what we support. We do not want to condemn the special status for strategic reasons. We sees it as a positive gesture, as a positive indication. We don't see it as a solution. It does not meet the bare minimum of what our people can accept as a fair and just solution. And the special status have failed. That is why the fighting still continue. For the most part, our population still accommodate the fighting. Our population still celebrate and sees the fighting as being legitimate. That is the truth. That is why some of those fighters who have been transformed into cartel can still operate. There will be continual killing for the Cameroon military. Cameroon government officials will never be safe so long as they maintain the status quo. It will come at a cost. Our people have demonstrated that we can defend our interests, and we are capable of continuing defending our interests and making sure a Cameroon continue to pay a price for imposing and dismissing our people's rights to self-determination. This is also a call for an end of violence on both sides. It is a call for an end on the rhetoric of hate, the promotion of hate from the Cameroon propagandists and the DDR member. They are all human beings, and I'm appealing to them that look at the suffering of our people and the death of the Cameroon military. It does not benefit anybody to celebrate or to instigate or to maintain the status quo. We are all human beings, and we will continue to appeal to our humanity. And I will say, I, Capo Daniel, I have a dream that one day Cameroonians of Southern Cameroon and the French Cameroon will walk again hand in hand, singing the songs of Didi Eyango. You must to calculate, singing the song of Kotobas. Bamenda e, I know if forget you. One day this beautiful culture, mixture of Anglophone, Francophone will be a pride for both people of the Mongo. We will have a big presentation this weekend to show to our people what we see, what we know, and some truth that they will be proud of. There is time for everything. There is time for fighting. And bet you we are fighters. We are the Amber Boys. We are Amber. We are blue blood. We are human beings. We should understand that we will not cede again our positions as part of that Cameroon. That Cameroon do not belong to the Francophones. It do not belong to Paul Biya and the French Afrique. It is a union of two people. We will not forfeit our right to speak on that foundation. We will do whatever it takes to end the suffering of our people and to secure for them greater freedom than our generation received from the generations of the John Fundis. Today, it is not the case, sadly. We look forward for greater things. We call on everybody to look at the bigger picture. And for our people who constantly are being mocked, are being humiliated, we should understand that since we take these positions, and since I took over leadership of this struggle, because practically we are the leaders right now, we are the biggest voice, we are the most influential platform. Since we took on the leadership, I'm very proud to tell you that due to our direct change in position, over 240,000 students are now in school in Ambazonia that were not previously in schools. We have opened more schools for our people to go back to school than was even last year. And this is thanks to our effort. Our people do not suffer insecurity again like it was last year. Things have changed. The Cameroon government attack on our community in reprisal attack have gone to zero. And the Minister of Defense in their meeting last week, November 28, also confirmed that they are not going to change that position. It is because of our appeal and our change in position. We must seek common ground and negotiate our way out of this struggle through the peaceful means. We are very proud of the position we have taken. We stand on the ground on the blood of those who have paid the ultimate prices. We are their voice. We speak for them. And we hold this higher duty, this sacred duty for the greater cause, for the public interest. Our people have seen all type of humiliation corruption and bad behavior from our side that we never previously believed we had it. I watched again the presentation of Chris Arno talking about the deal, the CDC deal of Sako Ikome, and the shame it has brought upon us as Anglophones and separatists. The level of corruption, people receiving money, and the amount of soldiers that died for those payments. I remember that period when I came out, I was talking about the CDC deal. They refused it. Chris Arno was refusing it. We talk about this guy from Italy who received part of the money. We talk about the insistence of the Cameroon government that Sako should own a CDC plot, which he did, build a house with part of the money. Some of that money was his brother on ground zero was caught with some of those money and he confessed. They all refused what was happening that time. Soldiers who came up to, remember that was at the backdrop of my trip to Boya. Amazonian soldiers who used to join armed forces, our armed groups, hoping that money was supposed to come from my trip to Boya. Because of those deals, those money never came. And boys were slaughtered like cattle, dead bodies piling up in vehicles to be dumped. All of those blood are in their hands. They went ahead, adopted positions of county by county that basically destroyed this struggle. And today they talk about it openly. Chris Arno said those things thinking that he's condemning Sako. The fact that he was part of that group shows us that we have to grapple with this decadence, this decay, and this bad side of our own people that we never knew existed. Look at Ayabacho, what he's willing to do. Akuma is the death of Akuma, even the death of General Ivo. There are just a lot of mafia that I have seen, I have witnessed in this struggle that have made me to, that have transformed me in many ways. But nevertheless, the job of the enemy, Konda Titus, who is now having common interests with Ayabacho and the other hardliners to torpedo any prospect for peace, is natural, but worry not. Be certain. Just know where to get the right information and know where our position is. Christ once said, one of the biggest rabbi is a savior, the Messiah, that my sheep knows me, they know my voice, and they know what I stand for. God bless you all.